Hey guys, it's Chrissy here, and welcome back to another episode of Tangle Tower. Last episode, we unlocked this thing, but it told us that we still had to collect all the clues and talk to everybody. And I was worried that I had missed, forgot to click on one thing, but we just got a clue from talking to her. So I think, first thing we need to do is talk to everyone about the last clue we just got. I'm assuming this is the last one. Oh, I haven't quite talked to her about everything anyway. But yeah, this was the last one we just got. And considering this fills out the whole page, I'm guessing this is the last one. So yeah, we're gonna do that first.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Okay, well, as you can imagine, Flora didn't really have much to say about anything, so that was quick. But, we'll go back and talk to everyone about the clue that we just got. Oh, there's all these I didn't finish talking to him last time because I got the suspicion. Okay.
Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
I'm not so sure about that, but okay.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Well, how does no one know what this is? It's just like a pulley with some rope on it.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
Aww. It's gonna make me sad every time they talk about it. The bird's so cute. Alright, back onto Fifi. Okay, just this one.
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Aww.
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized.
I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Why does everyone insult me about the feathers? So what if I have a pile of feathers in my pocket?
I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Surprisingly, not a lot of people had much to say about the bird. I thought that they would have more to say. Alright, let's see. Let's check the... See if we can talk to Sally now that we've presumably gotten everything. Hopefully. Okay, we still can't talk about the crime scene. Okay, we have collected all clues. We haven't completed suspicions for all subjects. Well, how is that possible if we've collected all and we've talked to everyone? Okay, so the only one we don't have a suspicion for yet is Felix. Oh, I haven't talked to Felix about the people. So maybe it's in there. I thought I had talked to him already.
Dearest Flora, A remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
Felix isn't human, confirmed.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
That face.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
An even number of syllables is an interesting choice. Lie.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item, something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
That's crazy that he just outright gives us that information. Like, we already have found that out because we talked to other people, but that's that's quite a bit to just straight up tell us.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Oh, wow. I should go back and click on everything in the family tree just in case it's changed since I've met everyone now.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon?
What?
Is he the murderer?
I didn't click anything.
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Oof. He has a lot of opinions. I don't know why I expected anything different, but okay.
There's something about
Yay!
Felix's painting
Finally.
supplies.
Why did we get that from
Something
all of this?
Suspicious.
I guess they did talk about it when they were talking about Freya.
Let's ask
I
him
think.
about it.
Well, I was right here.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot. It has the wrong lid on it. It's not the right color. It's not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, but the lids were swapped to hide it. I didn't even notice that.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Except for, it's not paint.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end, after what happened. Seemed a bit, insensitive.
Oh, yay!
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Now we can talk about the crime scene.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Probably not. This is a lot. Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife. To resemble a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Yeah.
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
Yeah,
The angle of Freya's wound
kind of a
suggests she
mystery.
was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated. Are we done?
For now. It's about time we found out what's beneath the garden.
Okay, I did go back over this and click all of them. I think all the ones that we, like, it just said, who's that before, but now that we've met everybody, it just says, we met them, they're one of the suspects. So it wasn't really interesting, but I just thought I would do that in case I needed to for completionist's sake. Alright, now we finally get to enter the scary cave.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Whoa! That's loud. I think that was loud last time too. Oh, spooky.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. What's in there? 9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
I didn't expect that one to be a clue. Oh, we get to like... get out of the way.
Is that a periodic table?
No. But it does kind of look like one.
What are those symbols?
They're alchemic symbols. Mostly based on the planets, the sun, the moon, stuff like that.
Huh.
Are these ones?
Reminds me of the chart from the library.
The one from the chalkboard.
Yeah.
There was one also in the garden, I think. Oh, this one was in the
looks like
garden.
it was drawn in a hurry.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
Yeah, but what does it mean?
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell. A glass tank? It's full of plants.
There's a layer of condensation on the inside. Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it? Weird looking safe.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
I wasn't expecting this to be a puzzle. I was gonna say, someone had to have been down here recently for those plants to still be alive. Like, someone had to be taking care of them, I would think. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? This is some sort of slider puzzle. I guess let's just pull them all out and then figure this out. Well, that's not gonna help me that much. This is a chaotic puzzle. Oh, wait. Oh, but how? It can't be that. I don't even know, man. Oh, yeah, that's good. I can't, okay. Okay, I think I've solved it now. This was so hard.
got it.
Okay. Thank goodness.
I'm impressed.
Yes, be proud of me, Sally. That was hard.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Oh. There's some weird creatures here. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is a byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continuously present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes variations of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. Spooky. Whoa.
Whose research is this?
Yeah, good question.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
The golden beetle! Yeah!
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
I don't know. Maybe he's been trying to breed the golden beetle? In the underground laboratory?
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Oh, there's more? Let's make sure I've clicked on everything, because I don't think I clicked on this.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
That really doesn't look like the ceiling of a basement.
Nope. It looks like the inside of a roof. It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Depends on your perspective.
Apparently, they kind of spoiled this before when they asked me if I could go down, if I was ready to go down more. Even farther into the depths. Spooky.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Oh.
Where are we?
I'm gonna click on everything before I talk to her more.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
Ew.
This room looks old. Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern. A bunch of picture frames, but it's too dark to see the pictures.
It's not too dark. The frames are all empty.
Oh.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Oh. Mystid Mansion? So these are the plans for the house. It looks like, okay, it's clearly been added on to the top of since they made it.
Hold on. Have we been to all of these rooms already?
The Grand Hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
Wait, that is weird. I didn't process that immediately.
That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
Interesting.
Storage.
It's Freya's room. This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Okay. Mystid Mansion, north side cross-section. A roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and a second mark where it is now. The mansion must have been built on top of a large structure above the lake supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Alright, I'm gonna talk to I almost said Freya. Let's talk to Sally now.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Okay. That didn't really give us much. I didn't click on this.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
I don't know how I missed that before. Wait, it's got the red rope! A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and a pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished.
So what's the photo?
Oh. It's been framed, but it is slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. Well, that's obviously, Flora. So is this maybe her dad?
Do you know who it is in the photo? This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
He does? Something which depicts the man from... Oh, wait, is that... Oh, that's who this was. I was, like, wondering, because I wasn't sure who that was supposed to be.
Felix made a little model of him? For Flora?
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord Remington, because she was a Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father. Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
I mean, I recognized her immediately. I don't think I clicked on this book.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Oh, these are all the weird creatures from here that we've seen. We haven't seen this. Oh wait, yeah, this thing. And then, okay. Mystids of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. The Inktip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The Silver Snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 different sized claws. I don't even think I noticed that it has an extra claw until they said that. The Amphibioi, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Interesting.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Okay, I think I've gotten everything down here. I'm gonna just double check. Alright, I think I've clicked on everything. They wanted us to go back up to the main hall. And it's now nighttime.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
Yeah, that's weird. Well, I guess we just have to click on the spooky
This
glowy
must
tube.
be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Ooh.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Alright, I'm pretty sure we're pretty close to the end of this game, so I think I'm gonna stop it here. Hopefully there's enough for another episode left. I can't remember what all happens after this. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!